Today, some of you guys are going to hate me, but that's okay, because I'm going to talk about something that is that billions of people use every single day, and that is something that has more influence in governments, more influence in the schools, more influence than families, your wife, your husband, your children, and that is social media. That's correct, you heard me right. I believe social media is the greatest lie machine ever created. Not because technology is bad or evil, but because human beings are afraid of the truth. Just that is our nature. Social media gave everyone a stage. But instead of showing reality, people started performing, acting. They created characters. They created a version of themselves that doesn't exist. Like, stronger, richer, happier, more successful, more loved. We see it every day. You know what I'm talking about. And slowly, that performance becomes more important than the person itself. Now, let me ask you. I want to ask you something honestly. How many people post about their failures? How many people post about their loneliness? How many people post about their fear? Almost none. You know what I'm talking about. We're all on social media, we see it. But they will post the car, they will post a vacation, they will post their smile, even if that smile disappears 5 seconds later. That's a reality we want to ignore. Well, you can't. Because social media is not a window anymore. It's a mask that we put on. And here's the dangerous part everybody needs to understand and realize, that people are no longer just lying to others. They're lying to themselves. They wake up in the morning, the very first thing we do, we check how many likes we have from people. How many people like our photos? And then let that number decide their value. And that is extremely sad. Think about it. Their value as a number, their value as a human becomes being reduced to a number on the screen. People don't want the truth anymore. They're looking for validation. They don't even ask if this is real. They ask, will this get likes today? How many likes am I going to get? And when the validation becomes more important than the truth, you lose yourself. And that's the sad part. And that's when it's dangerous, when you lose yourself. You stop asking, who am I? And you start asking, who do they want me to be? Isn't that terrible? That's where identity dies. That's where authenticity dies. That's where people become strangers to themselves. And nothing is worse than that. Now, I've met people, I've met people with thousands, millions of followers who are completely empty inside with zero substance whatsoever. And I've met people with no followers and who are completely at peace with themselves and with a lot of substance and a lot of knowledge to share. Because peace does not come from attention. It comes from the truth. Social media created a world where the truth does not exist anymore. Appearance is more important than reality. Where looking successful is more important than being successful. Think about it, it's really funny. You know, we're looking happy is more than actually being happy. And more, and truly, people are trapped in that. And they're addicted to it. Not because they are weak, it's just because they're human. That's our nature. Because validation feels very good. Validation feels very good. And why? Because even if it's fake, it feels good. But there's a cost, guys. When you live for validation, you stop living for yourself. And you become a prisoner to other people's opinions. You become controlled. You become controlled by the people that you don't even know, by strangers. And the greatest tragedy is this. The more fake you become, the more the world rewards you. And that's the sad part. The more real you are, the more uncomfortable it makes you. And the more real you are, the more uncomfortable it makes people. Because the real is rare. Real is honest. Real is dangerous. That's why people don't like real. The truth is, the most powerful thing you can be today is to be real. Not perfect, not famous, and not liked by everyone. That's not real. Be real. Be yourself. Just be real. Then you're free. You don't need approval. You don't need permission. And you don't need validation. Then you will have peace. And peace is something that no algorithm can give you whatsoever. Be peaceful. So here's my message to you. Don't become a character. Don't become a performance that is waiting to be liked. Don't become a lie. Be yourself. Even if the world doesn't like it, who gives a damn? Because at the end of the day, you got to be happy with yourself. You have to live with yourself. So be real. You have to live with yourself and not with your followers. So, hell with them. This is Amir's podcast, and this is the truth. When you think about it, you will agree with me. Have a great day.